Good afternoon. I'm Erin, and this is the Fusion Health Wellness Series, final day, focusing on gentle movement and breathing techniques. So thank you so much for joining. We're going to start in a long leg butterfly position. So our legs are going to be in this diamond shape. So soles of the feet together. You can just move your hips from side to side. Let's take out any flesh from underneath your sit bones. And maybe you want to prop yourself up on a pillow as well. The feet are going to be touching, but they can open up slightly. And then the knees can draw out towards the side. If your knees are quite high, mine are a little bit high, then you can slide a pillow underneath your knees to support them on either side. So we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall, and this can potentially be a forward fold position. If this is enough for you, sitting up tall, relax your shoulders, you can stay right here. If you have the capacity to move forward with your torso without rounding too much in your lower back, keep it nice and long, then you can move forward. You can bring your elbows onto your shins if you like, supporting your head. And if you have the capacity to go quite deep, maybe even stacking your fists, supporting your head. Wherever you are, relax your shoulders and soften your face. Bring awareness to your breathing. We'll stay in each posture for about 5 to 8 breaths, depending on the length of your breath. And we'll slowly transition out now, walking the hands back towards the hips. And then you can place the hands beside the hips and then draw the knees towards each other. You could even use the hands to the outside of the knees, drawing the knees towards each other for that one. Next posture that we're going to do is come into a wide leg child's pose, and we're going to transition into a twist from there. So we bring the big toes to touch, the knees to about mat distance, and the hips back towards the heels. We're going to walk the hands all the way forward and rest the forehead on the floor. From here, we're going to transition into the twist. So you can slide the right hand back to the shoulder, then underneath the left arm, threading the needle, bringing the right cheek back towards the mat. Get the hips to draw back heavy. And you can either stay here, left arm is forward, or you can take it behind the back, palm facing up. If you want a little bit more, you could even slide the right shoulder underneath the body by placing the left hand on the right hand, clasping the fingers. Good, let's transition out of the twist. Take the left hand back underneath the shoulder. Push into the hand just enough so the right hand can come out, and then we'll walk the arms back forward, keeping the hips back towards the heels. Let's rest in center for a few breaths. Good, now we're ready to twist to the other side. Left hand slides back to the shoulder, then underneath the right arm. Come onto your left cheek this time, hips draw heavy back, and you can either stay here if you did that on the other side, or you can deepen into the twist by clasping the fingers, sliding the left shoulder even more under the body, and then taking the right hand behind the back, palm facing up. Awesome. Then take the right hand back underneath the shoulder. Push into the hand to slide the left arm out. And we'll walk the arms forward for another couple breaths in center, forehead to the floor. Awesome. Then walk the hands back towards the hips and we'll let the knees come together. Release the hips over to the right side and then swing the legs all the way forward towards the front of your mat. Okay, from here, moving the flesh from underneath your sit bones again. We're going to slide the left foot towards the inside of the right thigh. Let the knee drop out towards the side. And then you can choose to bend the right knee if you don't have that flexibility in the hamstrings. If you do, then maybe you can straighten it out. We're going to walk the hands forward along the right leg. Maybe they're placed on the ankle or maybe the back of the foot. Again, you can choose the option to bend the knee so your abdomen is nice and close to the thigh. Then releasing your left knee towards the floor, so your outer knee, and then releasing your torso towards your right leg. Relaxing your shoulders and bringing attention to your breathing. Good. When you're ready, take a nice long spine, pushing your hands into the floor to the outside of your feet so they're framing the foot. Nice tall spine. And then on your inhale, engage your core and slide your hands back towards your hip. And we'll switch to the other side. So the left leg can straighten out. The right foot can go into the inner side of the left thigh. The knee can draw down. And again, you have the option to bend your knee as you walk your hands towards your shin, ankle, and maybe the foot. If you have the space, you can slide the heel away and bring the leg to a more straightened position. As you push your right knee down, inhale to lengthen your spine, and then release your torso over your leg, relaxing your shoulders, bending your elbows. Good, we'll now release the hands to frame the front foot. Push into the hands to straighten the arms and lengthen the spine. And then use your core. Inhale, stack your shoulders over your hips and you can straighten your right leg out. Okay, now we're ready for the breathing techniques. So finding a comfortable position, cross legs, or you can sit on your heels like I am. Okay, so the breathing technique that we're going to do today is we're going to lengthen out our exhales, and then we're going to add a short pause at the end of the exhale. Okay, so when you're ready, get comfortable and close your eyes, or if it feels more comfortable for you to soften the gaze, you can soften your gaze. Take any adjustments that you need, feeling that comfort and ease in the body. And then bringing your attention to your breathing. Breathing in and out of the nose. Starting to shape your breath, using abdominal breathing, breathing into the abdomen on the inhale. Abdomen towards spine on the exhale. Okay, start with an even breath. So choose either a 3 count or 4 count inhale and the same length on your exhale. Now start to lengthen out your exhales or slow down your exhales by counting one more longer exhale than your inhale. So if you're at a 3 count, your exhales are now a 4 count. And if you're at a 4 count, your exhales are now a 5 count. Keep your inhales at the same length that you started, 3 or 4 count. Now lengthen out to one more count. So if you're at a 3 count inhale, you're now at a 5 count exhale. 4 count inhale, you're at a 6 count exhale. Continue lengthening out your exhales if it's available. So 3 count inhale to a 6 count exhale. And 4 count inhale to a 7 count exhale. Three count inhale and 6 count exhale, you can stay as you are. 4 count inhale, you can lengthen out to 8 count exhale if that's available to you. So you're at a 1-to-2 ratio with your inhales to exhales. Your exhales are twice as long as your inhale. Okay, our final step is to add a pause at the end of the exhale. So for the 3 count inhale, you can add a 1 count breath hold at the end of your exhale, and the 4 count inhale, you can add a 2 count breath hold at the end of your exhale. So if you're inhaling at 3, you're exhaling at 6, and you're holding your breath for 1 count. If you're inhaling at 4, you're exhaling at 8, and you're holding your breath retention for 2 count. You can continue this practice as long as you like, or if you're ending with me, please do 3 more rounds. And once you've completed your final 3 rounds unique to the pace of your own breath, you can return your breath to its natural state so that you're no longer shaping your breath. Allowing your breath to be natural. Notice how you feel, body and mind. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, bringing yourself back into the room. And taking the calmness and the steadiness back into your day. Thank you so much for joining us for the 5 days. And don't forget to join us next week for a new series.